Well, good morning, everyone. Another day on the farm, just starting chores on a Sunday morning. Hope to see everybody in church if you're that kind of person. If not, well, there's nowhere I'd rather be on a Sunday morning than in church. We're gonna do a review of this 835 right after I get done with morning chores. And that is why we're backed up here, so we can fill our buckets with feed for the pigs. This machine comes in so handy. I never would have thought I would use a Gator this size as much as I do. So if you're new to the channel, I will start by saying my name's Travis. I help my father on our cow and pig and grain operation farm. It's rather on the medium size of the farms around. And with that being said, we do grains such as corn, oats, soybeans, and hay. So that's not what the video is about. It's about that and how I use it very, very, I guess you would say, regularly on the farm to help out and to just make things easier for the both of us. I never thought I would use a side-by-side as much as I do this one, or any side-by-side for that matter. These things come in so stinking handy, it's not even funny. You can put snow plows on these. I know with Bobcat they have the tool cat. I was looking at them way back in the day. And I don't know, it would have been nice to, you know, have a loader bucket to help out around the house, but then I was like, why do I want that? Just more hydraulics to go wrong when I can just buy a Gator. And I did. Now some guys might say, you know, that cost as much as a pickup truck. Well, you're darn right it did. Okay, but you know what, it is what it is, and I bought what I wanted to buy. I had an 835M that was, let me back up, they go in letter series E, M, and R of the 835s. The R being the, I guess you would probably say, the most classiest, with the green roof and the tan interior. Okay, this one has a tan interior. The only thing that I wish that they would have kept on this year of Gator, which is the 2023, yes, it has roll down windows, which I love, but the only thing that I wish they would have stayed with was the tan doors. But instead they didn't. One of the things that I loved, or that I thought, you know, made the Gator stick out on the 2018 2019s was, I don't know if you guys remember, but they had a yellow stripe that ran down the side, the bed, or the doors. Okay, they didn't keep it on this one. That is so minute that, you know, it's something that I overlook daily. I just get in the thing and go, and I'm thankful for it. My other one left me, I shouldn't say left me, it didn't lay down. I traded it in at 26 to about 3,500 mile and 2,600 engine, no, 3,500 mile don't sound right. Anyhow, 2,600 engine hours, 2,600 engine hours. That other one left me. It had its fair share of problems. The battery cable kept coming loose on it. A bunch of problems with the rear end. this one, the only minute issue I've had with it is there is a speed selector or a transmission selector on the rear end of the transmission that decided to play dead on me. That little guy right there that shows your gear ratio or gear selector, what position gear you're in at 651 hours and 3,105 miles on the clock. Okay, I guess that would be your clock. But all in all, the machine has served me well thus far, like I said, except that speed or transmission sensor in the back end. I've never put anything underneath the under seat storage here. Well, I'll be golly, look at that. I got some rain gear and all that. I guess I shouldn't say I don't put anything under here. I just don't ever need anything out of here. But the most important thing for any of you Gator owners that have a utility vehicle like this, you want to get you a toolbox, because you'll never underestimate the amount of stuff you can put in a toolbox that you will use on a daily basis, if not more. And I am just going through thinking, man, I never thought I would be able to use or have this much need for a toolbox, from ear protection, a grease gun, air compressor, you know, hitch pin, things like that, hitch extender, which is right here, and that goes either on the back end of this thing, which there's a hitch right there, because when I'm moving wagons around, I like to get the hitch out here, so that way I'm not up underneath the machine trying to fiddle fart around with a hot muffler and things like that. But it is what it is. I decided to go with a Carlisle tires on it because of the amount of hard surface traveling I do with this thing on a daily basis. It is almost the 23rd of August. I bought this thing in 2023. The 23rd of August is when it was in my possession, and we are still good on the tread. I'm gonna say there's about 60% tread left all the way around, and these tires wear extremely even all the way around in all four corners. I love it. Now you guys are probably thinking, where's your snowplow? Well, I wanted a snowplow for this thing, or for both my Gators, in the worst way possible, but I've talked myself out of it after seeing pictures of guys with snowplows, and I go to pick them up, and these springs are so maxed out on the front end. Yes, I understand that you can adjust the stiffness, but adjusting the stiffness of these springs only helps with the ride. It does not help with payload capacity. These springs were so far compressed from pictures that I've seen of guys having snowplows on these things that I would be afraid to turn that front end even with power steering, because, well, a couple of times turning the front end with the blade up would put so much weight on the front end, like I was saying, that you would probably only get maybe 2 months use out of having a plow or a blade on your Gator, and you would be replacing the front end, because it would be so darn back heavy that there wouldn't be any shocks out there heavy enough to make the thing not make the springs not as compressed. It's just how things are. I do really, however, love the truck style tailgate on this. It's just a single handed operation tailgate. The UTVs we've had before have had 2 pins on each side. You pull them, it'd be a two-handed operation. You could not have a bag of feed on your shoulder and go to let the gate down. It would just not be possible. Like I said, it's a good cart and it has served me well. I hope that this thing outlasts 2,600 engine hours. I hope it goes to 4,000 engine hours. I really do. If you take care of it and maintain it like it's supposed to be, do your engine oils once a year. At least that's what we do, because I can't afford not to have this machine on the farm. Right, cows? No? Well, you're going to need an attitude adjustment. It's just an all-around handy cart. It really is. And I'm thankful I was able to trade mine in and be able to afford this one. I don't know. I almost feel that this is a lot quieter than the other 835M. It is, because it has this carpet on the back end here. And I feel like this plastic molding here helped with noise deadening. Okay, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I love the fact that this actually has a park in the transmission, and I will demonstrate that right now. Get on a little bit of a grade and I will demonstrate that. The maximum grade traveled. And there she be. She's holding. No more cable actuated park brake that you have to push and the cable will go bad after not even 1,500 hours. I was replacing my park brake cable. I like this a whole lot more, this automotive style park brake in the transmission. Guaranteed never to go bad. You'd have to be do something really extremely stupid to rip the park brake out of the transmission. I just can't thank the people in my life for allowing me to be able to afford the Gator that I am, and I'm just thankful that, you know, for a UTV, because I could be without one. It is quite the necessity, like I've said. Tipping bed, four-wheel drive, differential lock, you name it, it has it. Front rear work lights. The only thing I really upgraded on was the pod lights on the front of the brush guard, and I use them like you would high and low beams in your headlights. Okay, that's the only difference, because John Deere wanted $500 to upgrade to the high low beam headlights that are in the factory holes. Nah, I couldn't see it. So these act as my high beams. Use these as my low beams, and these act as my high beams. Problem solved. Just want to throw this in there too, that the city of Ravenna got flooded last night from all of that rain that you guys have seen in the previous video of hauling antique tractors to the fair. When Jason and I were on the way to the fair, it just dumped the rain. It was raining so hard that we couldn't even, that both of us couldn't even see from here to the corn up there. That's how hard it was raining. Okay? And then I looked last night on Portage County Facebook group, and I see that there is a bunch of flooding in a bunch of trailer parks. I'm thinking, poor drainage, do something about it, problem solved. Easy enough said. Well, it's quite unfortunate that this other machine needs a new brain put in it, but they do go bad. You change them out for another one. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.